No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Practice.
No. No.
I'm gonna put this on the Seagull Cyclist channel. This is the night before, and we're checking out the sound system. Thank you, Rick Warzeniak. It is gonna play on the laptop, and I've got the hotspot, and we'll just have to make sure we keep everything charged. Looking forward to tomorrow. Got a lot of racers signed up, and it's gonna be hot.
No.
So these are my kids,
Hello.
Wilson and Frey.
I can feel it.
And I have another wonderful daughter out in West Virginia, and we want to say hello to Grace. We miss her. Can't wait to see you, Grace, in a couple weeks.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh wait, Dad, she had her 4 tonsils taken, or not tonsils, 4 teeth taken out, and it was funny, her video.
The wisdom teeth, yeah.
The wisdom.
So,
Wisdom.
all right. Sound system is in check. Ice cooler, check. Fan, check.
Our sponsor is whatever.
Well,
those
yeah,
bars called.
Vitamin Water is not our sponsor yet.
What are those bars called? I'm holding the vitamin water for some reason.
The goo gels.
Or no, are those?
Oh,
your
Nabisco.
Sponsored by Bisco.
Nabisco. Yes. All right. Peace out, Seagull Cyclist.
Bisco is great.
See you. Everyone say hi to YouTube. Yeah, you can say hi. All right, guys, so we got Seagull Circuit Race 2019. This is our second edition, so thanks a lot for coming out. We got some strong players here. Already put down some of the teams and some of the guys that are involved. This is Pete Doyle in front of me here, and I think that's his teammate there, Dustin Byers, who ends up winning. So hats off to those guys. And we got Anthony Carter and his team getting it in cyclists. So it's great to have these strong players. Otterhouse is here. I didn't get their names, but I've raced with them a couple times before. I think one of them was at Hagerstown. So it's a 97-degree day. We got a 116 degree heat index. And one of our volunteers posted that on the tarmac it was 138 degrees. So yeah, it's a scorcher. We're racing on Mercury here. Um, yeah, we got 4 to go, and there goes the guy from THR, and I believe I raced with him at Shamrock, and I can't remember if I'm sure his teammate, I think it's 216, was probably there too, but those guys are pretty strong. So he just kind of went around that corner pretty quick, and I believe there's a couple dudes up in front. So yeah, this is where it looks like Dustin is going to say something to Pete, and it's like, yeah, let's box in Sonny, because this is what happens right here. And I get pinned in, and yeah, I don't like this position, so I'd rather be on the other side of all this. So yeah, I could slow down, but I don't see anybody reacting over there on the far left, so I'm okay sitting in here for a minute. And of course, Pete almost takes out Dustin. Dustin reacted really well, but I guess that's a good point there, is to do not cross wheels when you can. I can't remember this guy's name, from Whole Wheel Velo Club, I believe. And he's got some strong legs, so he bridges this gap that Pete and Dustin left for us to take care of. You're welcome. And here's a guy from Otter House. I can't remember if I raced with him before, but yeah, he's tall and fast. You can just tell, look at his cadence, right? So he's cruising probably like 75 RPMs, 80 RPMs, and just kind of smooth. So you kind of keep an eye out for guys like that, right? Oh, and there goes Frankie Timmons, ends up getting third from Phase Cycling. He was over there on the right-hand side. He just did Dirty Kanza, I guess like a month or 2 months ago. And Frankie Timmons, we had a really good interview, about 30 minutes, just a good side-by-side conversation. So take a look at that video. He gives you a lot of good tips. And so here we go, we got 2 to go. And there goes Chris Davis, teammate of mine with Ocean Velo. So nice job, Chris, getting to the corner here. And I like being behind Otter House right now, right? And then there goes the other Otter House guy on the right-hand side. And that's really the only kind of, I don't even know if you consider it a technical corner, but it's a narrow corner where two bikes can probably fit through comfortably, 3 possibly. And that was Rob Taylor came up. He's just gotten back into the racing scene. He had a pretty bad crash back in Shamrock, so it was good to have him out there. Yeah, and so I kind of get pinched over here in this corner, and I take on this bush momentarily. And there's Anthony Carter. Hats off to Anthony Carter. He got the Cat 4 Appreciation Cup Series winner. So it's great to have him and his teammates come out. And there's THR on the right-hand side over there. So you got to keep your eyes open, see who's got the power, good cadence, and good bike handling. So that's where you want to be. And Dustin's actually a Cat 5, but he's done a lot of triathlons, is what Pete's told me. And I talked to Dustin before the race, but just not too much. But I do know that he's done a bunch of triathlons, so he's got some good sustainable power. And you'll see him make a good couple kicks. And there's a little touch of elbows there. Not sure really what happened. I'm not sure if THR kind of came in a little, or if I think it was just, that's what happens sometimes. When you're racing, you're going to touch some elbows. So taking these turns, yeah, you want to take it at the apex, but you kind of head out wide and keep your momentum going, and then you don't have to crush it out of the corner. So we got 1 to go, right? So I'm like, all right, I got to stay up front, got to start picking a position to try and stay near the front. And I look over to my left, and of course, getting it in is sending somebody up the road. I knew Anthony, as far as team tactics, I think getting it in cycling has it down. At the Riverside Corporate Park, where it was the 4th race in the series, and Anthony took he went in it with the leader's jersey, and he took the leader's jersey because he won that race. They were just sending dudes off the front, and unselfish teamwork is what helped Anthony. Anthony's strong as crap and has got a great team effort. So hats off to them. So here we go. Again, I'm trying to stay on Otterhouse's wheel because he blocks a good amount of wind. I don't want to be behind the second wheel there. He's a smaller guy, so I don't want to be behind him. Again, I'm like 6'4" and close to 200 pounds, so I need somebody to kind of help the wind situation. And we've got a good headwind here, and you saw THR go around the corner, and THR is number 216 here. Sorry guys, I don't have names right now. So everybody is kind of working their way around. I'm getting blocked in here. I don't like this position, but again, I'm keeping an eye on Otterhouse, orange bike. He goes to the right, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find my way to the right. And I knew I had to get to this corner in good position. So here we go, sketching the cones barely, but I got to get to that corner. And so I put in some wattage, but you know what? It wasn't enough. I should have gone about 1,000 watts here, because here, watch this. There goes Dustin. I know he probably put in 1,000 watts to get up to that 4th wheel position. And now I'm behind Chris, and then I see a little bit of a gap, and I'm thinking Chris is going to close it. And then I realize I got to freaking go, and then I come around, and I'm like, uh-oh, that's a lot of meters there to cover, and I'll do what I can. And I don't like my wattage here. I don't know what's going on. I got to work on it. I don't know if it was because it was hot, but throwing out 700 at the finish isn't enough. Great race, guys. That was awesome. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next time.